So we are live now. Please don't share anything now, please. No need to share anything now. Please, we are not yet done. So we will start it soon. Okay, please. So we are live now. Please don't share anything now, please. No need to. Can you hear me, Mr. Lampai?
Yes, I can hear you.
What time are we going to start?
No, yeah, please, you don't share your screen. We will call you
Okay.
on your turn. So please be patient and we are going to start it soon. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Remote distance printer.
Okay, so everything is done. Can you show me, Mr. Lampai, can you show me the room and the screen, whether it works well?
Can you show
what
him
do you
the
do?
screen?
Guys,
He would like to check if
This screen is
the
okay.
screen is okay.
Yeah. Can you show?
But he joined the net first.
Want to open
There.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good. Okay,
Uh,
so yeah, it's good.
You want to
And
hotel by
yes.
hotel by
yeah, it's good. Okay, so let's start the session. And as I said, that we will have the on-site participants first, and then we will come to the second session is live session. Okay, let me check. So is everyone ready? So please, we can start the session. Am I audible to everyone?
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Welcome all to the International Conference on International and Public Administration, Social Science and Humanities, which is organized by the International Institute of Academic Research and Publication, known as IIARP. And I am Dr. Shakir, the coordinator for this conference. And I hope that all the participants already got the program schedule and other instructions for this online session. And please, it is to be noted that each presentations will have 10 minutes and extra 5 minutes for question and answer. And after completing all the presentations, the online and on-site presentations, we will have Q&A session and you can ask questions or give suggestions to the participants related to the sessions and their presentation. And I want to mention that those participants who already sent their presentations in the form of recording, they do not need to play it here on Zoom or on site. We will upload it to our YouTube channel. Why? Why? It's very, very noisy, and there is whose background is quite noisy. Hello, Lampai, Mr. Lampai.
Yes, sir.
I think your background is quite noisy. I don't know why.
Okay.
No,
No, how
it's
long
just
is-
feedback.
Yes. Can you change this background to
what?
this background?
I don't know.
Okay.
Wait,
You
okay,
can
okay. Let it be. Okay, okay, okay. Let's proceed. Okay. So The participants who already sent their videos, they do not need it to play it here, and we will upload it to our YouTube channel, and we will share the channel link, and you can see it later on the YouTube channel. I also welcome our session chair, Professor Dr. Mike Ali from Chujing Normal University, China, and he will has the role to assess and evaluate every live presentation, and on the basis of this assessment, the best presenter will get an award in the form of certificate, and the assessment criteria include but not limited to the best contents from the paper, good presentation skills, time management skills, the attraction of the audiences, good impression, and active participation in the session. So I hope you will enjoy the session with us, and without wasting our time, I think we need to start it. But before that, I think it's quite important to share with you the introduction regarding our organization IIARP. And for this purpose, I will share my screen to let you know about IIARP. Let me share my screen. Wait for a while. Mhm. This is what? Sorry, wait for a while. I'm sharing my screen. Just a while, please, just a moment. Just a moment, sorry. Yeah, here it is. I'm sharing my screen. Okay, it's done. So it's here. So this is IIARP, International Institute of Academic Research and Publication. And IIARP is a dynamic conglomeration of academia and professionals dedicated to promoting research and innovation, making a significant global impact. Our primary objective is to unite researchers, professionals from around the world, fostering an intellectual development and facilitating opportunities for networking and collaboration. And this organization is actively engaged in various academic activities, including networking events, meetings, conferences, workshops, research projects, and additionally, we are committed to publishing cutting-edge research publication and recognizing outstanding achievements through academic awards and scholarships. Okay, so these are some of our associates, such as Glavento, Taylor and Francis, and Conference Alert 360 is our media associate. So what we do, basically, we are involved in developing world-class networking, international and national conferences, and academic journal publication. So IIARP is a well-known organization around the world for organizing scientific and academic international and national conferences around the world in different countries such as Bangladesh, Egypt, India, Indonesia, Japan, Malaysia, Nepal, Nigeria, Philippines, Russia, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Thailand, UAE, USA, and many more different countries and top cities around the world. And here are the publication opportunities for the conference participants. And the first opportunity is that your abstracts will be published in the conference abstract proceeding books in F1000 Research, which is a journal of Taylor and Francis. And this proceeding will be published with the DY and ISSN number. And the author can also opt for to publish their extended abstract, e-poster, presentation slides with the DY in addition to this conference proceeding book. And you can also publish your paper, your manuscript with the DY in international peer-reviewed journals that are indexed by Google Scholar and Dodge. And we also provide opportunities to authors to publish their papers in Scopus and Web of Science journals such as ESCI and also SSCI, SCI, and SCIE. We strongly recommend all the participants to publish their research in F1000 Research, which is a journal, a Q1 Scopus Q1 journal of Taylor and Francis. And the IIARP has established a gateway, which is an open access publishing platform indexed by Scopus Q1 and PubMed. So you can come to publish your research in F1000 Research. Here I will explain how it works and how quick it is to process your papers. And IIARP has an established gateway. What is that gateway on F1000 Research? That gateway is an open access research publication hub, which is dedicated to publishing research rapidly and in a more transparent manner. It will be very rapid publication process, and it will be an author-oriented process. I will not explain in detail about the whole process. If you are interested, if you are serious, you can contact us and we will guide you how to submit your manuscript in this journal and through our gateway. Here is the quick process which I concluded here in this slide. You can see that first you need to submit your paper, and then you need also to publish the associated data of your manuscript, such as your questionnaire, your SPSS data set, and other associated data need to be published in a research repository. And then you need to, you as an author need to invite 5 reviewers. So it means that you as an author can invite the relevant reviewer to review your manuscript. So once it's reviewed, and out of 2 reviewers, out of 5, only 2 reviewers pass the manuscript that is now able for publication. Your paper is done and it's published and it's indexed in Scopus Q1. So this is a like very quick and transparent way of publication, which is more author oriented. And traditional journals, you know that we usually submit a paper and then the journal editor invite reviewer, and you don't know anything about your paper and your manuscript. Here in F1000 Research, you will see everything is in front of you. You invite reviewer, but the reviewer need to be very relevant to your research manuscript. So you invite the reviewer, you see what's happening to your manuscript, how it's reviewed, and everything is done in front of you, and you are aware of your manuscript, what's going on. It's very quick, very transparent and very author-oriented process. That's why we strongly recommend to submit your manuscript to F1000 Research, which is a Q1 Scopus Q1 journal, and IIARP has a gateway, which also means you will get a discount on the APC in this journal. So if you are serious, you are interested, you can contact us and we will explain, we will guide you how to submit your paper here. So this is how it looked like when your paper is approved by to reviewer and it's published. So it looked like this and the website of the journal. Yeah, this is these are some of the instructions for how to publish in this journal. If you are serious, we can guide you about this. So these are some of the examples of our previous publication we have done for different authors in Web of Science journals and ESCI and Scopus and Google Scholar and many other index journals. These are some of the highlights of our previous conferences. You can visit our website www.iiarp.org to explore more about the upcoming conferences and other academic activities. You can see these are the online previous conferences. So one thing more I need to mention here that in order to be environmental friendly, we started not to print the proceeding books, and we will send all the proceeding books to every participant after the session to their emails, and you can download it there. So it's a very good initiative taken by IARP, and I think every organization need to take this initiative in order to protect our environment. It's like wasting thousands and millions of papers without any necessity. So it's a very important initiative. And after the conference, we will send you all the proceedings and other things to your email, and you can check it there. Thank you. So that's all. Thank you so much. And now we are coming toward the session. And if you have any question regarding IIARP, regarding publication, regarding other things, you can ask in the Q&A session and after completing the session. Now I will invite Professor Mike Ali to call the participants to be invited to present their papers. So first, we will go for the on-site presenters, and then after completing the on-site presenters, we will come to the online presenters to present their papers. Thank you so much. Professor Mike, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, everyone. Yeah, this is Professor Mike from Turin Normal University School of Economics and Management. I really appreciate all of you and welcome to our International Institute of Academic Research and Publication. Can you hear me?
Yes, you audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. So, welcome everyone. It's my pleasure to see you all here. Now, today our session will begin, but before we start, I have to explain some like the presentation process for you people. Before we start, I will call the paper ID and the title to every presenter. If you're available, you have to share your PPT and begin. And after all the presenters, we will have a Q&A session in which you can mention your questions and ambiguity. You can feel free to ask. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we can go for the first session, which is the on-site session. Professor Mike, are you with us?
Yes, sir. Let's get to the on-site session. So after that, we will start our online session. So, Mr. Dr. Shakir. to proceed to the offline session. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So the first paper ID is 205. The paper title is Arc for Kids, exploring the significance of introducing architecture to children through art-based instruction material, to be presented by Kennedy and Data Bland. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Are you available? Paper ID 205.
Paper ID 205. The
Yeah,
title
he's
is,
available. Yeah, thank you.
thank you. Please proceed and share your PPT.
Please proceed.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I hope I'm audible. Ni hao, I think it's the only Chinese word that I already know. And first off, when I read the uh the program, I was already um very surprised when I see it. So I think I need to be more energetic so that everybody should be attentive to it. Okay. So moving on, as doctor said that my title for this paper is Art for Kids, exploring the significance of introducing architecture to children through art-based instructional materials. This is still an abstract form, so there are lots of things to work out in completing this paper. So these are my table of contents. So I have the author's biography, the abstract, background, objectives, methodology, assumptions, proposed curriculum, based studies, and conclusions. So for my biography, let me introduce first myself. My name is Kenneth Andy Tablan, and I graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture from Far Eastern University in Manila in 2005. I have been a professional architect since 2014 and have worked in a variety of roles, both locally and internationally. I was an AutoCAD designer specializing in facades, doors and windows, and interior constructions. I gained more experiences abroad when I became the architect coordinator and designer from 2009 until 2016 in Singapore and Macau. When I returned to the Philippines in 2016, I became an active member of the United Architects of the Philippines and served as the UAP Manila Centrum Chapter Secretary from 2017 to 2020. I've been freelancing since I came home and have been an academic consultant, serving as jury and advisor to graduating architecture students from my alma mater FEU from 2017 to 2019. And in the present day, I have joined an academe at the National University in Manila under the College of Architecture since 2022 and have my master's in management degree in environmental planning from Philippine Christian University. Next is the abstract. This study explores the critical function that art education resources play as a spark for teaching architecture to kids between the ages of 5 to 10. This statement emphasizes how important it is to educate architecture to kids between the ages of 5 to 10. by using art education resources as a catalyst. To provide additional context for the abstract, the following are the main ideas I sought to convey. The first category is art education resources, which includes principles like composition, color theory, and design in addition to visual arts like painting, sculpture, and drawing. The second is critical function, which suggests that these tools for art instruction are crucial in helping the learning process. They are thought to be essential in assisting kids comprehensive and interaction with architectural ideas, not only complementary. Third is a spark of teaching architecture, which proposes that art education materials might operate as a stimulus or an inspiration for teaching young students about architectural concepts and methods. Teachers can effectively spark children's interest and curiosity in the built world by utilizing the creative mediums and techniques inherent in art instructions. Last but not the least, children between the ages of 5 to 10 are the research specific target audience because they frequently exhibit higher levels of intentiveness, curiosity, and openness to new ideas. Exposure to multidisciplinary areas, such as art and architecture, during this formative era can have a significant effect on their cognitive and creative development. For the background or overview of this study, the term formative years describes the early phases of child's development, which are marked by quick changes in social, emotional, cognitive, and physical domains. This stage establishes the groundwork for a child's subsequent education, conduct, and general growth. The rapid development of the body and brain emphasizes the amazing rate at which kids develop through this time. They experience notable increases in size, strength, and coordination on a physical level. Their minds are remarkably malleable in terms of cognition, and they form new connections and pick up new abilities in a startlingly fast pace. It is also important to provide an environment to create an atmosphere that encourages creativity, opportunities for experimentation, expression, and discovery should be provided in this setting. Next would be my objectives. My objectives progress on these three things: employing visual learning techniques aimed to cultivate early age creative and design thinking skills, nurturing the emergence of architectural concepts at a young age. Together, these goals provide a comprehensive learning environment that uses visual learning strategies to develop students' creative and design thinking abilities, as well as their early conceptualization of architecture. By coordinating learning objectives with developmental stages and best practices in pedagogy, instructors can enhance students' learning and inspire the next wave of architects and designers. Next would be the methodology. So I prepared one survey, second is the interview, and the third is the workshop. Gathering surveys and interview. The first two methodologies are highlighted as one of the standards and basic forms of methodologies. Of course, it would have to take down notes, record interviews on audio with consent, and do them in person or virtually. I would also invite people to submit their experience-based tales, illustrations, and useful advice. Conducting a workshop may be a different thing under the research methodology. The workshop designed for this research incorporates cooperative exercises, design challenges, and interactive activities that show how to teach architectural principles through visual learning methods, giving participants the chance to try out various instruments, supplies, and instructional stages. So the following are the assumptions for the research after I get through these methodologies. First one is the knowledge that can profoundly impact their personal growth. From the early age of 5 to 10, the development of their minds is encouraged more when they are given a chance to learn early about architecture.
Sorry
Second,
for interruption. You have 3 more minutes, so be conclusive. Thank you.
so next is the academic achievements. Next is the future social contributions. Fourth is the quality of education. Next are the proposed curriculum based on the studies. So this curriculum studies are the use of the art illustrative materials that I assumed can be helpful in their studies. So these are the building blocks and construction toys. So building blocks could help them to encourage exploration and hands-on learning of architectural ideas. Next is the modeling clay and Play-Doh. So this can be have the three-dimensional models of their building plans. Next would be the blueprints and design templates. So as you can see, this is the architectural design. Introduce them to blueprints, design templates, or architectural drawings tools. Next is the books and visual resources. These are the books, novels, and other visual resources that highlight architectural masterpieces from throughout the globe. Next is, of course, the educational videos and documentaries that we can have. Of course, the traditional field trips and guest speakers invitations should also be planned to have field excursions to museum, building sites, or architectural landmarks to give students inspiration to real world. And last but not the least is my conclusion. So for the conclusion, exploring children to architecture at an early age can have a far-reaching benefits, shaping their thinking, creativity, and appreciation for the world through the use of illustrative instructional materials with hands-on activities, exploration, and collaboration. Children not only learn about the buildings, but also develop essential skills and attitudes that will serve them well throughout their lives. And that would be all. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much for your presentation. It was quite interesting about the architectural contribution in the child development psychologically and socially. Quite interesting and knowledgeable for me. But it's time to call the next presenter, whose paper ID is 206, the effect of COVID-19 lockdown in development skills and solving design problems. The name is A.R. Urena Nadia. If you are available, please share your PPT and proceed. Thank you. Paper ID 206. Can you hear me?
Yeah, he's sharing the screen.
Yes, I
Okay,
can
thank
hear
you.
you.
Okay, thank you.
Can you hear me loud and clear? Can you hear me?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes. Hold on a second. Having problems with my presentation. Okay. So let me start. So who here thinks that they have a very foggy brain after the pandemic? So
Sorry,
whoever,
your slides are not visible.
yes, I'm not yet starting. So please let me
Okay.
proceed. So who here thinks that they have a very foggy brain after the pandemic? So whoever on site, even online. So here, so if you think your brain does not work like it used to before the pandemic, so you know you keep on forgetting things, Or you can't even remember anything at all? Please raise your hands. Yeah, same. Yeah, right. So it's really not uncommon for people to experience changes in cognitive function, especially in your memory during after periods of stress, like pandemic, right? So this is the reason why I ask you this question is because our topic for today is the effects of COVID-19 lockdown in developing skills and in solving design problems of architecture students of National University Manila. So it's very relative, right? So before I move forward, let me introduce you the authors of this study. So the first is architect Zarina Lydia O. Pichay with a bachelor degree of architecture from St. Louis University, Baguio, Philippines, a registered and licensed architect, and with master's in architecture major in construction technology from TUP Manila. Next is we have architect Kenneth Andetablan with bachelor's of science in architecture from Far Eastern University, Philippines, also registered and licensed architect, master's in architecture, master's in management and environmental planning. Next is we have architect Rochella May Mallet with Bachelor of Science in Architecture from Adamson University, a registered and licensed architect, and master's degree in architecture, major in urban planning and design and sustainability in Tsinghua University, Taiwan. And me, I'm architect Joni Lumbao. Good morning, everyone. So I have a Bachelor of Science in Architecture from Far Eastern University, registered and licensed architect, and ongoing Juris Doctor degree from Arellano University, Philippines. Okay, so today we'll be discussing the following data from our research, the abstract, the rationale, the statement of the problem, the goal, objective of the study, significance of the study, scope and limitation, methodologies, conceptual framework, assumptions, and conclusion. So in early 2020, the world was rocked by COVID-19, as we all know, right? Leading the unprecedented challenge and changes in our daily life, especially to education. So it's really common, especially in our educational aspect, especially during lockdowns, forcing the shift to on-site learning, going to online distance learning. So the shift has been particularly profound for architecture students, affecting their creative performance and ability to develop crucial skills. So today, I wanted to discuss to you a study that aims to evaluate the creative performance of architecture students at National University Manila, focusing on third year and fourth year students who have experienced online distance learning during foundation years, and the challenges that these students face in developing their mental capabilities, drafting skills, design, theories, and problem-solving abilities. Okay? So the findings of this study will be beneficial for both students and professors of not only in Metro Manila, but also worldwide. So they will help us understand the difficulties the students are facing online classes and the struggles in transitioning back to physical environments. Okay. So for rationale, this study is about more than just evaluating student performance. It's about finding ways to enhance the educational experience to ensure that the students are equipped with skills that they need to succeed in their um ever-changing field, not only in architecture, but in every kind of field that we have worldwide, right? So the statement of the problem for this study revolves around the impact of pandemic and subsequent shift to online distance learning, especially with the recent problems, especially in the Philippines. We have high index heat resulting to us shifting to online classes recently on and off, right? So we have this kind of problem. I hope you don't suffer from this kind of problem. So the goal is to understand the impact of online learning to students' creative expression. Okay, so with that being said, where are we? The students experience lack of focus and mental clarity, such as what we call brain fog. So the goal is to understand the impact of online learning, okay, and what we can provide or what valuable insights can we provide that can inform the development of strategies to enhance the students' creative skills, knowledge, and overall educational experience. So the objective of the study for the general public is to determine the disparity caused by COVID-19 and how educators can bridge the gap. Next is to the students who we wanted to improve the performance and architectural related skills. Next is for educators, we wanted to come up with tailored solutions and best practices in architecture education. Lastly, for the parents who we wanted them to provide sustainable support to our students, not only in architecture, but to all of our industries. So for the significance of the study, since we have several factors that we need to consider, for the general public, we have to update the educational policy and practice and building collaborative networks. For our students, we wanted to foster academic success and career readiness. Educators, we wanted to advance the teaching methodologies that we use. We should use different methodologies pre-pandemic and post-pandemic. Next is for the parents to give unwavering supports and for the well-being and resilience of our students. So for the scope and limitation, I know this is very relatable subject, but our study is only for National University Manila, but later on we can expand maybe. And for our methodologies, we wanted to provide surveys using Slovin's formula, which is used to determine the sample size of population for research. And we have purposive sampling, which is also known as judgmental selective or subjective sampling. So we will also be using interview and focus group discussion. Okay. So for our conceptual framework, we have input. Under our input, we have theories using Bloom's taxonomy and VARC learning styles. So under stakeholders, we have student educators and parents as stated earlier. So under that, we have methodologies as our process, and lastly will be our output. So for our assumption, so our assumption is based on the idea that the change in learning environment from traditional in-person classes to online platforms will be altered the way students engage from the course material. So we wanted them to collaborate with peers, receive feedbacks from instructors, ultimately affecting their development in the field of architecture. So that concludes our abstract. Thank you so much for listening. So for our contact information, if you wanted to contact our authors, here's our LinkedIn profile QR code. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Since we have so many people from architecture, but it was quite knowledgeable. So now it's time to move to the next presenters, whose paper ID is 630, Train Routing Problems for the Railway Network in Thailand. If you're available, please share your PPT and proceed. Thank you. Paper ID 630.
The paper ID 360. Are you available? On-site presenter 360. Chanika. Chanika.
Ready.
Yes.
Can you please share your screen?
Yes, please wait. Yes. Yes,
It's echoing, so please close one computer and do it from another
Can
one.
we start now?
Yeah, please.
Can I start now?
Yes, please proceed.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, my topic is about training routing problem for railway network in Thailand. My name is Chonisha Moyodi and my other researcher is Kiet Kunchai Jis Sithichai Mano and Sithipong. My biogeography, I graduated from PhD from the Portsmouth University and master degree in Sunderland in the UK, and another master degree is in engineering in Chulalongkorn University in Thailand. And now I'm a lecturer in Sonsuanthai University. For the railway stand out in the prime mode of transport of both passenger and freight due to the safety, speed, and environment and friendliness. The railway system is freight disruption leading to delay such as the block route and advanced weather conditions. And in Thailand, the railway system has generated the significant attention from both government and private sector. So the recognized to private role in countries, the economics, industrial, and social development. And the railway infrastructure in Thailand comprise 3 classes of truck, single truck, double truck, and triple trucks. For this objective research is to examine the train routing and reroute problem. The second is present the mathematical model to solve train routing. The research method for this study is there is a focus on examining rerouting problem which in a specific railway network in Thailand, particularly in the eastern route, spanning from Walmart station to Chonburi station. This route compress train station and includes 7 train stop points, catering both passenger and goods trains. Utilize data provided by the State Railway of Thailand. The study aimed to identify optimized solution for managing railway traffic, referring to the CPX optimized package. Formula mathematical model for MPM and JWS is present as mixed integer linear programming problem. The model seeks the optimized schedule and routing design within the railway network with the overarching goal to minimize delay and enhance operation efficiency. This is the mathematical model to minimize the weight. Objective of the model is to minimize the total delay time within the rail system. Consider 2 key parameters: the total weight and the total task need. For this result, the question increasing progress time in the tier level. We are using the program CPRED to generate the result. So the site obtained to 10 the instant in 9 instant, which in 5 minutes and 8 minutes and 10 minutes, depend on instant each time. The total result in initial solution indicate that the job 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 3 and 2 in the job and train number in the ordering. The part time and the right time and tardiness and delay in the minutes. This total delay is now we can reduce the delay in 12 minutes. And the compare result of delay time instant between the instant 1 to 9. So the conclusion is the railway network is efficient in Thailand. We standardized train station and 7 trains stop point between Walmart and station to Chonburi station. A total of 32 trains of both passenger and freight. The 33 stage with the 32 train operation making it large scale problem. The problem is the scale to 7 stage and 8 stage, 8 train to facilitate. This tough scenario and their impact on the train operation instead of longer processing time. The random section 2 train from the 8 trains and 1 stage from the 7 stage. Instant 1, 2, 3, which in 5 minute process time increasing, and instant 4 to 6, which in 8 minutes increase, and instant 7 to 9, which in the 10 minutes increasing. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for your presentation. It was quite good, but I don't like nice and about the talent railway networks. And I hope, okay, the next presenter, we have the paper ID is 631, the impact of COVID-19 on the pharmaceutical sector. Implementation supply chain strategy to minimize disruption. If you are available, please proceed. Paper ID 631. Laukai, are you available?
Yeah, I think it's available and they are fixing the PPT on the computer. Am I right, Mr. Lampai?
Oh,
Sir, can you hear us?
Yeah, sharing the screen. Please proceed. Please proceed. Please proceed. Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you. Hey.
Okay.
What's the issue?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's start with my presentation. Today I'm going to present my research topic. My research topic is the impact of COVID-19 on pharmaceutical sector, implementing supply chain strategies to minimize disruptions. My name is Lampai Santi. My co-authors, my team include Komsant, Somanawat, Srind, and Natapat and Yafa Sapusati. We are all from Sunsanta Rajapat University. It is located in Bangkok, Thailand. Now I'm head of logistics management international program in this university. And my study background is appear in this slide. Let's go to introduction for my research. We are all acknowledge that global supply chains have been challenged by recent outbreaks, such as SARS, H1N1, and MERS. And recent years, COVID-19 has impact and disrupt pharmaceutical supply chains or at all stages, from upstream to downstream. For that impact, it causes shortage, shutdowns, and absences create challenge for the complex pharmaceutical supply chain network. And that's why this research aims to focus on the effects of COVID-19 on pharmaceuticals and across supply chain strategies to mitigate disruptions. My research questions include two main questions. The first question is, what are the effects of COVID-19 on pharmaceutical sector? And the second question is, what supply chain strategies can be employed to alleviate disruptions stemming from the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic? This is the summarized from the literature review for my research. There are 5 key reviews that I found from previous studies. The first important thing is that the pharmaceutical supply chain is very complex network and involves various states such as manufacturers, distributions, and healthcare providers. These disruptions can arise from natural disasters, pandemics, and operational challenges. And the cause and effect of COVID-19 is that the pandemic caused disruptions on both supply chain, on supply and demand sides, causing the challenge and financial loss. Existing research lacks empirical data on the pandemic's impact and doesn't offer comprehensive solutions for mitigate disruptions. For this research gap, my study aims to seek any strategies to implement or explore which strategies is the best that can minimize disruptions. My research maturity includes several stages. There are 5 key stages that my studies conduct. The first stage, my research use inductive approach where teams are identified from collect data. My research is a case study. So we employ a case study employed method to explore the impact of COVID-19 on pharmaceutical supply chains. Semi-structured interviews were conducted with key personnel from two pharmaceutical companies. The thematic analysis was used to identify recurring themes from the interview transcripts. So we provide transcript to the interviews and then gain the overview questionnaires, gain overall scores, and then analyze. I will conclude in the next slide. While transcriptions were validated by participants to improve the validity of findings and reduce bias. There are 5 key findings that my study found from from the interview and questionnaires. The first finding is that the pandemic caused fluctuations in demand for pharmaceuticals. And the second finding is that cash flow impact. The research identified a significant impact on cash flow due to decreased sales volumes during the lockdowns and restrictions. Marketing plan disruptions. And another key finding is dynamic pricing and promotions. Many companies adopt dynamic pricing strategies like free delivery for online purchase and target promotions to incentives customers. The last key finding is lean strategy implementation. To decrease in sales volume, a variety of companies arrange and implement lean strategies to stabilize process, reduce unnecessary expense, and minimize cost. The findings, this my discussion from my research. The study confirmed previous findings on the impact of COVID-19, including demand shift, cash flow, struggles, and marketing disruptions. These studies highlight the methodological weakness of prior studies that lacks empirical data and or rely solely on viewpoints. My study identifies dynamic pricing promotions and lean strategies as effective tools to control and manage disruptions. My study offers a unique perspective by using empirical data to explore COVID-19 impact and supply chain mitigation strategies. In terms of limitations and general stability, this study acknowledges limitations like geographical context and restrict case study due to confidentiality. The conclusions. This study helps pharmaceutical companies understand how COVID-19 impacts the industry. This study identified dynamic pricing, promotions, and lean strategies as a useful tools for mitigating disruptions. This study is the first to use empirical data to explore COVID-19 impacts on pharmaceuticals and suggest mitigation strategies. And the last thing that the findings offer valuable insights for pharmaceutical managers to mitigate disruptions and manage supply chains effectively. That's all for my study, and thank you for thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Mike. Are you there?
Can you hear me? Thank you very much
Yes.
for the integration of the supply chain logistics in the pharmaceuticals process. It was quite knowledgeable. Now we have to move to the next presenter, whose paper ID. His paper ID is six, sorry, okay, 632, the transportation cost analysis. A case study drinking water prices. If you're there, please proceed and share your screen. Thank you. Paper ID 632.
Yeah, she already shared the screen.
Please move on. You all can.
Please proceed.
Paper ID 632.
She already
Transportation.
shared the screen, but she's not audible. I don't know. Let's wait. Dr. Lampai, can you hear me? Hello? Anyone can hear me? Dr. Lampai, can you hear me? Hello?
มันจะแจ้งของพี่ของเขาพี่
Dr. Lampai, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Wait a minute.
Okay, okay.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Salin Norase Sopon. Now, I'm head office of Department of Logistics and Supply Chain, Distance Education at Logistics and Supply Chain College, ราชภัฏสวนสุนันทา University. This research object transportation cost analysis, a case study of ABC Drinking Water Enterprise, Nakhon Pathom Province. Introduction. Transportation is a service industry that is important to the of individual and is necessary of varied activity. Whether it is carrying or moving goods from one piece to another, it's necessary to use transportation for our movement in business. Transportation is an activity that all of us must be involved in to a greater or lesser extent. This because transportation activity are part of the production and marketing process. Business need to use transportation to transport raw material into factory and transport finished product to distributor or customer. This research study the transportation cost analysis, a case study of ABC Drinking Water Enterprise Nakhon Pathom province. This research executive first to study the transportation cost analysis of ABC Drinking Water Enterprise. Second, to study the transportation cost problem of ABC Drinking Enterprise. And third, to propose a guideline for transportation cost reduction, a case study of ABC Drinking Water Enterprise Nakhon Pathom province. And methodology, the study qualitative research in which the research select a purposive, simple to conduct in-depth interview with 10 key information in this research. Population and simple key information in research are 1 executive and 9 employees of the ABC Drinking Water Enterprise. Research to an in-depth interview specifying the required information from the research objective. This result variable cost that vary according to working hours is total 35.33 and variable cost that vary according to distance total 13.42. Conclusion, the transportation cost analysis of drinking water enterprise from data collection, task interview, and analysis of variable cost that vary according to working hours. The most expensive driver alone is 21 baht per hour. Variable cost vary according to the distance traveled by the risk. The high cost of fuel is 11.84 baht per kilometer. But the research for problem is finding the distance of transportation was just estimation by the factor, resulting in not knowing in actual information. As a way to solve this problem, the company so use GPS technology to help reduce transportation cost and track the driving behavior of driver in order to find the actual transportation distance of daily transportation and very useful to help track location, including use in planning travel route in to help same time that for reduction work expense. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation. And now we have to move to the next presenter, whose paper ID is 633. The strategies the paper ID is 633. If you're available, please share your screen and proceed. Presenter name is Pong.
Yeah, wait, he is sharing the screen.
Hello, you hear me?
Yes, yes.
No? No, okay. Okay, okay, let's start with my research. I'm Santipong Jirokunkit and co-author Mr. Siddhichai Pintuma. Today, my topic is strategy from developing value-added area, Suvarnabhumi Airport Free Zone. I'm head of Department of Air Cargo Logistics Management. I'm graduated bachelor degree Business Administration, Marketing, and Master Business Administration, Logistics and Supply Chain Management, and Master of Arts Aviation Management, and I'm graduating Logistics and Supply Chain Management in Philosophy Doctor degree. Okay. Introduction: Thailand is country that is located in the center of the country in Southeast Asia. Thailand has established a duty-free zone in the area of Suvarnabhumi Airport on 28 September 2006. Free zone have management guidelines in the form of custom free zone to facilitate the transport of air cargo, support import, export of goods, and provide special rights for importers, exporters. Free zone is divided into two zones. Zone 1 is the cargo terminal area. Use a transfer point connecting import, export international goods, and Zone 2, value-added area, you can call VAA, is open to the private sector. Business operators use it as a space for resting and storing goods in order to increase the value of the commercial enterprise products. However, regarding tourists studying the free zone 2 VA, it is found that the areas of free zone 2 is not able to fully open and respond to the needs of enterprise effectively. In addition, sometimes the free zone 2 there are no tenants use the service for long times, resulting in lost opportunities and income. Free zone should be developed in order to maximize the utilities of the areas, increase the amount of products distribution and air transport, and increase competitiveness, including being able to rise off level and push off Suvarnabhumi Airport Free Zone to be suitable to be a center of distributing products to various regions, which will affect the economy by increase the employment rate and generating income for the population in the country, including generating income for free zone and most important, having a positive effective on economic growth development. The researcher therefore realized the importance of studying strategy for developing products, value-added areas as a guideline for developing and presenting information to free zone administrations. Objective: to conduct a SWOT analysis to use for value-added area Suvarnabhumi Airport Free Zone. To determine strategies for developing value-added area Suvarnabhumi Airport Free Zone. Research methodology. Qualitative research is used as research methodology. In-depth interview in use to collect data with 8 key informants divided into 4 groups: warehouse service providers, Thai air freight forwarders association, customer and importing and exporting enterprise to Thailand. Qualitative research is research method by gathering information from academic documents, dissertation, and related research. And in-depth interview, the main informants are those involved in operation within Suvarnabhumi Airport Free Zone, value-added areas, those involved in analyzing information about free zone management, the Thai Air Freight Agents Association, agents or brokers, small and medium-sized importing and exporting business operators in Thailand. Data are analyzed by synthesization, the issue study with conclusion based on logic principles, use inductive methods and theoretical knowledge on strategy for developing products value-added area Suvarnabhumi Airport Free Zone. Resource and discussion source analysis for value-added area Suvarnabhumi Airport Free Zones. Strength about location, inter-regional connectivities, connectivity with the regions being the center of the CLMV country, benefits from activities, business law for free zone, and image promote the business of tenants, and weakness about first, public relation, second, lack of personnel development, third, use of information technology system, fourth, management, fifth, duplicate pre-export product preparation process, and there are limitations for benefits in carrying out activities, and the opportunities about expansion of e-commerce, expansion of air freight transport, system change from trade, expansion of the aviation industry in passenger transport, promotion from the government, and modern business management system. Okay, threat about competition with the country and abroad, politics and terrorism. Results from in-depth interview with key informants and are summarized in table as follows. Strength with opportunity. First, improve the rules and regulations. Second, expand the value-added free zone area. And third, arrange benefit to be appropriate. Weak and opportunity. Develop technology and system management. Encourage carrier to deliver products in a format that is aerial to board aircraft, and prepare a manual about benefits and publicize it for relevant people. And strength with threat. First, improve and maintain existing infrastructure and develop facilities. And weakness with threat, outsourcing with expertise in communication and public relations, provides convenience to customers who come to use the service, prepare a work guideline for those involved, and create knowledge and understanding, and design process and set safety standards. Okay, the conclusion. So what VAA Suvarnabhumi Airport Free Zone strength is the tax exception benefits, and there is convenience in air cargo transportation to various regions. Weakness is the management of development of change processes. Opportunity is the growth of e-commerce and just-in-time concept. Threat is the economic recovery after COVID-19 crisis and potential competitors and increasing both within the country and abroad. Strategy for developing value-added area Suvarnabhumi Airport Free Zone. Staying with opportunity strategy is the rules and regulation improvement, expanding, storing, and organizing benefits. Staying with threat strategy is to improve and maintain the existing infrastructure and develop facility. With an opportunity strategy is the develop technology and management system, encourage carrier to deliver goods in ready to board and create a manual on benefits and public relations and with and threat strategy is outstanding expertise organization in communication and public relation expand the entrance and exit of the warehouse, create a work manual, design a process and inspecting safety standards. Okay, thank you for listening.
Thank you very much for your presentation. It was good, and the flow was very impressive. Now it's time to move to the next presenter, who's figuring A634, using problem-based learning through lesson study to enhance critical thinking skills. Muhammad Jasman, are you there? Paper ID 634.
Yeah, I
The paper.
think they are fixing this.
Yes,
PPT.
it's me.
Yes, sir.
Are you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Let me show you my presentation. I'm sorry. Okay. The slide is there.
Yeah, it's
Sorry?
visible. Yeah.
You can see the slide.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Let me start. Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Muhammad Wahyudi Jasman, and I'm come from Indonesia. So at this moment, I'm so sorry for being late to be there because there is a problem in the morning. Yeah, my paper title is using problem-based learning or PBI throughout lesson study to enhance critical thinking skill of per-service biology teacher in research methodology course. Yes, to write this article, I'm with my friends and also my lecturers. Yeah, I'm as the first writer, Muhammad Wahyudi Jasman, and then Ajim Fadila, then Fitria Cehyani, and also my lecturer, Professor Herawati Susilo. And we are come from the Department of Biology, Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences, State University of Malang, Indonesia. Okay. Actually, I'm so insecure when I hear all of the biography, all of you today here. There is a lecture, but me, I'm 26 years old, and I'm just being the student in my country. And I get a master program in biology education in State University of Malang, Indonesia. And yeah, this is my learning process. This is my third international conference. Okay. Okay, this is my abstract. So the outline of my presentation. Okay, the outline of my presentation is start from introduction and then method, result, discussion, conclusion, and acknowledgement. First, introduction. Education in the 21st century, in the era of Industrial Revolution 5, requires every university to be able prepare and equip students with necessary skills to enter the world of work and adapt to various global change. Education in the 21st century requires a variety of life skills in order to reason and innovate in solving complex problems. You know, there is so many 21st century skill we have to achieve. It's like problem solving skill, communicate skills, and also the collaborative skill in student. And it's include with critical thinking skills. So what is the meaning of critical thinking? Critical thinking is a cognitive mechanism for defining problems, for formulating question or situation to integrate various sources of information, achieve a hypothesis, and affirm the ideas and individual. So, how's life critical thinking skills in classroom? Critical thinking skill facilitates students to achieve high order thinking skill in themselves. And then, it's using Indonesia bahasa. Critical thinking makes students can achieve and search information, also to produce idea, to construct the knowledge independently, because critical thinkers have a high curiosity and to be skeptical. If you have the critical thinking skill as well, student who have growth will easily understand problem, identify effective solutions, choose the best solution, and also make the right decision. So this is the indicator of the critical thinking skill. We call it Frisco. It's adapted by Ennis. It starts from focus, reason, inference, situation, query, overview. Focus, it means like you have to prepare well yourself to define a problem as well. And the reason, you have to give the best reason, the best argument to defend your solution, defend your argument. And then inference, how you make inference in your how about your about the idea of the problem. And then situation, clarity, and overview. Okay. How's problem solving skill in how problem solving skill condition right now? In Indonesia, the results show you that the prospective biology teachers have difficulty in critical thinking. Yeah, there's so many article that show the pre-service teacher critical thinking skill, but I just show you the 4 or 5 articles. But the low critical thinking skill are caused by a lack of built learning environment that fully activities students. And then the second one, the reason why critical thinking skill of pre-service teacher is still low, because learning carried out in the class also do not maximize the potential of discussion method as collaborative space that stimulates students' sharpness in thinking and developing arguments to defend their views. And then low critical thinking skill can be overcome by applying a project learning strategies. It's like a problem-based learning. Okay. Learning at school is needed to improve student awareness about critical thinking by using innovative model learning like problem-based learning. So what is the meaning of problem-based learning? Problem-based learning is constructivist-based learning model that facilitates the 2 activities so as to improve student critical thinking skills. PBL also gives students the opportunity to investigate unstructured question and authentic problems. So that's why PBL, there's so many research show that PBL can improve critical thinking skill of pre-service or students, even elementary school or secondary school and higher education. Critical thinking skills have been confirmed to be strongest predictor of cognitive application, self-efficacy, and student learning achievement. So critical thinking is an applicable skill in biology learning for a pre-service biology teacher. So this is the syntax of PBIL. There is 6 P's. First, start from student orientation to the problem, directing student to learn, accompanying group or individual investigation, and the next one is developing and presenting results, analyze and evaluate the problem-solving process as well as the individual, and the last one is it is the stage that embodies meaningful learning carried out in the classroom. The implementation of learning carried out must go hand in hand with efforts to produce graduates who have a good professional abilities. So that's why we have to combine problem-based learning with another method, with another approach. We can use a lesson study in popular in Japan. Lesson study is a dynamic research learning cycle. So what is my research aim? Research aim to conduct learning activities by applying the problem-based learning model based on lesson study to improve the critical thinking skills of pre-service biology teachers, students. And then this is my methodologies. Type of research is I'm using mixed method research with descriptive analysis. So what is the mixed method research? It's combined between the qualitative data and also the quantitative data as well. And then my subject in this research is 21 pre-service biology teacher in biology education program, State University of Malang.
Sorry for interruption. You have
education
3 more
methodology
minutes,
course.
so please we can
And
close to.
the instrument to measure critical thinking skill using is test with education methodology materials. The question consists of 6 question attempts that lead to 6 critical thinking skill indicator by ANIS. And then data analysis. The data obtained from the result of the critical thinking skill test by student are then analyzed using descriptive analysis by making a percentage and engage. Okay, yeah, this is the rubric of critical thinking skills, and then this is the result. This is the result of my research. Yes, we can see that there is the increased values from the cycle 1 to the cycle 2, and if we see the means of the cycle 1 and the cycle 2, it's categorized as mediums. So PBL and lesson study can improve critical thinking skill. PBL integrate with lesson study was identified as a valuable learning strategy to improve critical thinking skill of prospective biology teachers. Prospective biology teachers who were the subjects of the study were found to be able to improve their critical thinking skills along with the development of their professional abilities. PBI requires students to be able to use their best thinking skill to solve problems related to qualitative and quantitative research methodologies in a structured and systematic manner, while lesson study composites prospective biology teacher students to be able to identify a problem and arise when material transfer is carried out in the classroom by fellow students. So this is the reason why PBI and lesson study can improve the critical thinking skill of pre-service biology teacher, because the base syntax of PBI orientation to the problem session can enhance critical thinking. The first learning step, which is problem orientation, support the focus indicator. Learning activities at the stage are student identifying problems related to qualitative and quantitative research step and making problem formulation. Identify problems carried by students, develop scientific thinking habits in responding to the problem in the learning process using PBI. Students will try to provide their best thinking skill to produce valuable and innovative solutions. The formulation of problem written by student becomes a symbol of student openness to expand student understanding of the problem presented. So that knowledge construction has a strong foundation because students try to associate the knowledge obtained previously with the knowledge that will be complete the learning process. Okay, this is the reason why direct student to learn enhance critical thinking. And yeah, the overview, critical thinking skills are needed to overcome problems in everyday life easily. It's directly related to how pre-service biology teacher to prepare their professionality. The study material on education methodology
Can you
materials
please
can
go to
stimulate
the
student
conclusion?
perform cognitive performance through information gathering to solve problems, contextual problems related to the biodiversity and the education methodology course to be in complex situation. So the conclusion of my research is the first, the application of the lesson study-based PBI or problem-based learning model show that the critical thinking skill very well during learning. Student can define the problem as well and give their best argument to defend his opinion. And the second one is to investigate and empower student critical thinking skill. It can be through the application of learning model and media that are innovative and based on critical thinking and professional teaching. One of the learning model can be used is the PBL, and another approach which focuses in critical thinking and follows the characteristic of constructive learning. So, the last moment, I just want to say thank you to my scholarship who funded my research and also who funded me to join this conference. Thank you to LPDP, Lembaga Pengelola Dana Pendidikan, for funding anything for my research and this conference. So, thank you, anyone, for hearing my presentation.
Well, thank you very much for the presentation. It's really appreciated. Your knowledge and your work. Now we have to move to the next presenter who's preparing a basic fund. Explore the critical examination of brand equity building. If you are there, please proceed and share your screen. The preparing a
I'm here.
Yes.
Your screen.
All this.
It's video.
Oh, can
It can same
display
time.
state. Can what is that? No. Display setting. Can you go to display setting? Display setting. Display setting.
Settings.
Display.
It's
And display. Yes. Oh yeah.
this
One.
one is
Yes. Okay.
but
Oh yes.
can you see this
Yes, it's
PowerPoint?
visible.
Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Zhang Yuqiao. My paper's topic is explore the critical determination of brand equity building. And I certainly studied master degree in economics and management at Kaohsiung University and expect to graduate in June this year. Because I need to post this. And I continued.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And brand equity is a result of the company commitment to stand out in competitive market, increase company value, and increase revenue and profits. This paper adopts DMP, which combines mental and AMP to deal with the problem. The criteria are extracted from past papers and consulted with scholars and experts, then interviewed with senior management of companies. The research results show that brand equity building mostly arises from perceived quality, and all of the company efforts are aimed to strengthen brand loyalty and brand association. The top three criteria are product quality, word of mouth, and advertising, while the last three criteria are product performance, brand attitude, and service quality. Introduction. The idea of brand can be traced back to ancient times. Consumers prefer to purchase brand product result in higher brand equity. For identifying their product and building their credibility, manufacturers design mark and symbol to recognize their product. Brand equity can reflect the value of company and affect its revenue and profits. However, even if the same product is produced, brand equity will still differ due to the different factors. Therefore, building brand equity has attracted attention of business community. Past research have tried to identify various factors that build brand equity. However, past papers concentrate the issues of brand equity from the perspective of consumers. In addition, more of them focus on a limited amount of factors without explore a wide range for criterion but try to reach a universal conclusion. This paper will investigate the brand equity building from the perspective of company and senior management. Consider that not all factors can effectively help brand development and create complement. It's necessary to study these issues in the more deeply to explore this determinant of brand equity. This paper reviews from related papers. It tracks 12 criteria and classifies them into 4 clusters. Brand familiar is building from accumulate brand-related experience. When consumers need to make purchase decisions, the most familiar brand which appear in their minds will become their first choice. When consumers are satisfied with product, they are more likely to repurchase the same brand and will encourage their family, friends, and others to buy their product. Consumer satisfaction can reflect consumer purchase intention and brand loyalty. Companies should build consumer repurchase intention through consumer satisfaction and perceived value. Repurchase can improve the company's profit and result in higher brand equity. A good brand image leads consumers to have good association with product or service. Consumer are willing to purchase their brand with a good image or the brand that match their same image. Good good brand image can help the building loyalty and create brand access. Brand differentiation can build competitive advantage in consumer goods and sales. More differentiation with better quality will reduce consumer bargaining power and raise the price premium for companies to improve revenue and performance and enhance brand equity. Perceived value is a consumer overall assessment for the received value of service or product compared to what is paid. Perceived value can raise consumer repurchase awareness and loyalty and result in higher brand equity. Brand attitude conveys consumers' environment and their own emotion of brand. Brand attitude can raise brand image and loyalty and raise the purchase intention of consumer, which will result in higher brand equity. And consumers are easily attracted by the advertisement that interests them and improves their familiarity with the product. Company can use the advertising to persuade and satisfy consumers' preferences and induce product intervention to raise the purchase intention. And word of mouth. Most consumers will collect reviews from other experienced consumers before consider to purchase a product or service. Good word of mouth affects consumer attitudes and purchase intention, which made improve company revenue and then higher brand equity. Consumers compare their perceived product performance or quality with their expectations. When the product performance meets consumers' expectations, it will improve consumer satisfaction and raise purchase intention. High product quality can meet consumer needs expansion or desires to raise consumer satisfaction, raise consumer repurchase intentions, create good reputation, and promote market share. Service quality affect the consumer satisfaction and the purchase intention. Companies should understand how consumers judge service quality and their expansion of service for providing better service to improve consumer satisfaction and purchase intention result in higher brand equity.
You have 3 more minutes, so please be conclusive.
This paper This paper adopts the DMP model proposed by Ouyang Yiqing and O, which combined mental and NLP to study antecedent problem of the critical determinant to building the brand equity. And DMP deal with the problem of criteria in interdependence and feedback. And the mental is used to determine the interdependence between cluster and weight. AMP based the degree of impact to modify the assumption of AMP that each cluster has the same weight. The feature of DMP states as the fig. And perceived quality cluster has net parties influence effect. It spreads perceived quality cluster significant influence on other cluster and is the main source of influence in building brand equity. Brand loyalty cluster receives more influence from the other cluster, but it has less influence on the other cluster and play the role of the mean effect factor amongst the cluster. As shown on the right picture, all of the significant influence from the perceived quality cluster to other three clusters independent company may start from the perceived quality cluster where they are con- 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 considered to building brand equity. On the other hand, of significant influence arrive at brand loyalty cluster and brand association cluster. It's brand like brand loyalty cluster and brand association need not to be considered at the first time in building brand equity. Senior management consider product quality is the most important criterion. They believe the excellent brand equity can improve consumer satisfaction as raise their willingness to repurchase the product and increase company revenue. The second important criterion is word of mouth. It indicates the party's word of mouth from satisfied experienced consumer and also play the source of future sales expansion. The three important criteria is advertising. Advertising can help company to create brand image and encourage consumer to different the advantage of the company or product. And because perceived quality is the main cost factor in building brand equity, it's reasonable to discover that product quality criterion in perceived quality cluster is ranking as the first priority. From the participants of experts and scholars in the mental, they consider that brand awareness cluster does not play a key role in the building brand equity. However, all of the two criteria, word of mouth and advertising in the management, consider that in the brand awareness cluster are ranking at the second and the third priority because senior management consider the revenue and profits is more important and quickly increase the consumer purchase intention is their first goal, which results in a gap with the mental results. The finding also indicates that view of senior management play a greater role in a successful building brand equity than those of expert and scholar. And this all my paper. Thank you. Listen.
Thank you so much. So one session is done. And now we are moving toward the online session. The on-site participants, please stay with us. And after the completion of the online session, we will proceed to the Q&A session. Professor Mike.
Well, thank you very much, and thanks for all the participants for being with us for a long time and sharing their knowledgeable research and their efforts. Now we are moving to the next section. I will call the paper ID. The paper ID is 208, Product Development of Date Farm Processing and Investment Capability. Paper ID is 208.
208, I think, is an online participant. Let me check. Wait. Let me check. Two participants. Oh, 208. Are you available?
Yes.
Okay,
Do you hear me?
please. Yeah, please proceed.
Wait a minute.
Yes, please.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Today I will present two topics. The first one is product development of date farm processing and investment feasibility of date farm energy drink. For author, my name is Priyachat Borawat, and the college is Chilada Tisakon. Both of us working for Faculty of Business Administration Rajamangala University of Thanyaburi, Bangkok, Thailand. Due to the date palm is getting popular in Thailand, and there are many gardener or farmer would like to invest in this product because in the past the selling price of date palm is very high, but now because of a lot of gardener or farmer intend to invest in this product, so there are many entrepreneur now the selling price getting down from 600 baht per kilogram down to maybe 200 or 300 baht per kilogram. So I would like to know if we can produce like a processing product, not sell the raw material or fresh food. What is the product that we can do or we can produce? This study compare investment in date palm energy drink from 3 types of entrepreneur, including date palm orchard owner or the gardener, fruit processing factory owner, and entrepreneur who interested in investing by
I
hiring.
think your internet has an issue. I don't know.
What?
Can everyone hear her?
Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me, right?
Please proceed.
Okay. The study conduct from 3 types of entrepreneur, including date palm orchard owner, fruit processing factory owner, and entrepreneur who interested in investing by hiring contract production companies, or we call OEMs. This study completed by using mixed method, both qualitative and quantitative approach. Qualitative was conducted information from 20 participants using content analysis and tail loss feasibility model. Tail loss feasibility model stand for technological, economic, legal, operational, and schedule feasibility. Qualitative was conducted quantitative was conducted data survey from 400 respondents and analyzed by descriptive t-test and ANOVA. Because of Thailand is a tropical country but not very hot compared to Saudi Arabia, Iran, and Iraq, which makes the climate suitable for growing this palm to eat fresh food, or if processed products in any form of processed products except dry, because there is a high chance of fungus. Thailand specialized in agriculture, making it possible to quickly learn and apply technologies to date palm plant cultivation and processing fruit products. Regarding technological feasibility, date palm were grown using plant tissue. In recent time, Thailand has not been able to produce tissue, which total plant tissue were imported from other countries, resulting in high costs. But in 2020, the government sector cooperated with one private company to conduct research and development, and now Thailand can grow tissue, but still done in limited quantities. However, within next 2 or 3 years, more tissues will be grown, resulting in it possible to reduce costs. In terms of legal feasibility, a legal issue to be aware of: chemical residues. The Ministry of Agriculture provides and supports knowledge about the use of pesticides and appropriate time to harvest after using chemical. Before exporting, chemical residues will be inspected according to the destination country of purchase. Date palms are harvested once a year. During the harvest season between June and August, there will be large and many buyers coming from the fresh market to buy at the date palm orchards. In addition, entrepreneurs do agriculture tourism where customers can register to visit that they can harvest, purchasing, and they can processing products by themselves, such as juice, cookie, coffee, and ice cream. And also they can book homestay for 1 to 2 days, like a study about the life of farmer or gardeners. And during the off-season, plant owners imported small tissue and take care of or grown the tissue for sales. And the owner said that they satisfied with their income and simple life. Therefore, most of them, maybe more than 90% of them, are not interested in investing in date palm energy drink. In the case where gardener, owner, or entrepreneurs interested in hiring OEM factory, outsourcing the productions date palm energy drinks, the minimum order requirement is more than 10,000 units. At this quantity, based on 20% of profit selling price, need to be set at minimum 45.8 baht per 1 unit. Due to now we have another products sell in the market, and they sell in the lower price. So for this study, the type of investor not economically infeasible. That means cannot do this. It's not infeasible in economic. And in the case of processing factory will buy in huge amounts once a year. The factory has a freezer room for storing date palm. Investing in only the processing products in only one, like the date palm product energy drinks, is very high risky. Factory must diversify risk by producing a variety of products. As a result, this investment type is economically feasible, but need to produce diverse products. This is the type of current products sell in Thailand now, like the energy drink, the powder, and like a dry fruit. In conclusion, in terms of quantity approach, a study from 40 respondents, the study found that factors that influence decisions in purchasing date palm energy drinks are price, taste, quality, health benefits, beautiful package, and novelty. In conclusion, entrepreneurs should conduct research and development to develop diverse products, deliver each customer segment. Thank you for listening.
Well, thank you very much for sharing your most worthy information about the investment in palm-based energy drinks, which is quite new idea for the field of research. So,
And the next one, number 209. Do you see my presentation? Yes. Okay. Let's start with the topic, the second topic. about product development of fermented fish sauce, processing and feasibility study of pasteurized bottled fermented fish sauces. I do the research with Dr. Pannapha Pianchai. Both of us working for Faculty of Business Administration of Rajamangala University, Technology Thanjavuri, Thailand. Before start with the abstract, I would like to explain about the fermented fish sauce. Fermented fish sauce like this. Procedure of fermented fish sauce encompass fish cleaning and segmentation, followed by a combination with salt and rice bran, then mixed together, store in a big jar, cover, seal, and left to ferment it for 6 months to a year, depends on size or type of fish. This study compare investment from three types of entrepreneur, including traditional enterprise and traditional distribution channels. This is the traditional investments. The second one is fermented fish sauce factory. This is the factory, and the last one we call entrepreneur who interested in investing by hiring OEM or contract production companies. This is the the owner hire the factory to produce their product, and then they do the marketing and distribution, selling by themselves because of
Sorry,
COVID-19.
please go to the conclusion. I was disconnected. You have taken a lot of time and other participants are waiting. So please be conclusive. Thank you.
This is the second one. This is the second topic. Just start the second topic.
Is it 208? The paper ID 208?
209.
Oh, okay, 209. Thank you. Sorry, I was disconnected. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Due to the COVID-19, the spread of COVID-19, the actor, actress, and influencer, they cannot do their job, so they are interested in produce fermented fish sauce and sales. So now there are many more than 200 brands of fermented fish sauce operate by this way, this investment type. So the competition is very high for this investment type. Fermented fish sauce. Fermented fish and fermented fish sauce are familiar and have been used in Thai kitchens for a long time, causing no operational problems. That means operational is feasibility. Regarding schedule feasibility in the past, raw material fish had to be caught from the rivers and canals. Mostly once a year, depend on type of fish, like seasonal. This problem has been resolved by fishery department in each province, breeding in large quantity, selling and distribution them at affordable price to entrepreneurs. Regarding technology in the past, require fermented time for 8 months to 1 year. However, operation between fishery department and university do research and development. Now we found technology that can reduce fermented time, maybe ranging from 4 to 8 months, depend on type and size of fish. Regarding legal feasibility, fishery department has issued a law for fermented fish sauce values, such as salinity, parasites, bacteria, nutrients. For export operators, they must qualify food standards and comply with the laws of the customer country. Moreover, pasteurized bottled fermented fish sauce product sales life is within 1 year. That means they need to sell within 1 year. Based on economic feasibility reported that all three types of investment are economic feasibility, which payback periods less than 1 year, and the profit is linking between 20 to 30% of return, rate of return. Regarding quantitative approach, the data found that study from 400 respondents, the data found that women, married people, and bachelor degree and above educational level are more likely to purchase fermented fish sauce more than the other people. The development of pasteurized odorless fermented fish sauce, that means no smell, less smell, have the opportunity to make a purchase decision rather than not purchase. Younger customers who do not like the strong smell will buy odorless fish sauce. However, smell of fermented fish sauce is unique, like smell of durian. Customers who buy it because of the unique smell. Therefore, odorless product will not sell for this customer segment. Entrepreneurs should divide into various customer groups and do research and develop products to meet each requirement. Thank you for listening.
Well, thank you very much for your presentation. It was good about the products, the taste and smell, and the customer preferences. Now it's time to move to the next presenter, whose paper ID is 210. Analyzing the divergent thinking ability of students on the topic of linear equations. The paper ID is 210. Indonesians continuous rice imports. Paper ID 210. If you're there, please share your screen and proceed.
210. Oh, let me check. 210. Okay, 210 is a video presentation, so we can move to the next presenter, please.
Okay, thank you, Mr. House. So now we can just move to the next one. This paper ID is 321. 321. Analyzing divergent thinking ability of students on the topic of linear equations. Paper ID 321. If you're there, please share your screen and proceed. Thank you.
Paper ID 321 to be presented by Andriani. Sorry, Dr. Ketu Sustika. Dr. Sostika, are you available?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I am Penny, couple of Mr. Ketut.
So, will you present the paper?
Yes.
So, can you please share your screen? Hello.
Hello, wait. Sorry, can you help me for share the my paper? I
Can you
yeah,
send
I
it to
already sent.
Can you send it to me in the chat box here on Zoom? your paper, PPT? Okay, I got it. I got it and I'm sharing it. Okay. Yeah, please proceed. You already share your screen. You're muted.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm
please.
Fanny Rita Fiantika. Yes. From Universitas PGRI Adipwarna. And my swastika from
You're
we
not
would like
audible.
to, yes. Hello?
Yes,
Could you
now,
hear me?
please. Yeah, now
Could you hear
clear,
me?
please.
Okay. Okay. Um, we would like to present about analyzing divergent thinking about our student on the topic of linear equation in grade 8 of State Junior High School, 1 Dampit. For the abstract, divergent is a type of creative thinking that are capable of providing various possible answers based on the information given. Individuals with divergent thinking generally enjoy experimenting or trying new things, but it is often found that students do explore alternative ways to solve problems. The purpose of this study was to analyze the divergent thinking ability of students in the topic of linear equation in grade 8 of State Junior High School, Bandampit. The study used qualitative research with descriptive research type. And the students as subject here encompasses in age A of State Junior High School, 1 Dampit. For the instrument, we use a test of divergent thinking, ability, and interviews. And then data validity checking used the triangulation method. An indicator of divergent thinking ability were flexibility, originality, and elaboration. And the results of this study are below. In the fluency indicator, students gave incorrect answer, but the mathematical procedure were correct. Because students were hurried and working in the flexibility indicator, and then students have not been able to find more than one way to solve problem. In the originality indicator, students solve problem in different ways and in accordance with the concept and the elaboration indicator. Students explain the solution in detail and according with the concept, but the answer were incorrect. Divergent thinking in activity associated with sensitivity to issues, and considering never information and ensure it is with an open mind and being able to make connection in solving problem. In this case, we use indicator divergent thinking can be formulated as follows, like fluency is characterized by being able to provide many ideas, numerous problem-solving solution, numerous operation fluency, and being able to offer many ways for our suggestion to do various things. And the second, flexibility. Flexibility is characteristic by generating various idea, answer, or question, being able to view a problem from the different perspective and capable of providing more than one solution approach. And third, originality is characteristic by being able to provide new and unique expressions, as well as being able to think on unconventional ways to express oneself. And the fourth, elaboration. Elaboration is characterized by being able to add or elaborate on detail or sequentially outline an object, idea, or situation to make it more engaging. And then for the description, we found that there is a discussion of student development thinking ability in each category are presented in following data description like here. For excellent development thinking ability, for the exert of the student within the excellent category of divergent thinking ability are shown in figure 1. And the figure 1 show that in fluency indicator, the student with excellent divergent thinking ability is able to provide one correct answer using the appropriate mathematical strategies and procedure. And in the flexibility indicator, he can find more than one way to solve the problem using appropriate mathematics and retention in for the excellent divergent thinking ability for the second category. In originality indicator, you can solve the different problem in a different way from other, which is also consistent with the concept
Sorry for
correctly.
interruption. You have 2 more minutes, so please be conclusive. Thank you.
Okay. And correctly and furthermore in the elaboration indicator. Is able to elaborate it and solution one given problem detail and correctly. And then for poor divergent thinking ability, we saw for figure 4, we saw that fluency indicator, the student with poor divergent thinking ability provide a correct answer using inappropriate mathematical strategy and procedure. In flexible indicator, the student able to find a way to solve problem using mathematical strategy and procedure, but they are not appropriate. And now for description. Based on the scoring data on the divergent thinking ability indicator, total score we obtain and then covered into present in the domain second ability indicator of the participation. This can be seen in figures 6 as below. And now for a solution conclusion. In fluency indicator, student not provide incorrect answer, but the mathematical procedure were correct, likely due to racing during the text, and then resulting on in a fluency indicator statement presenting 87%. In the flexibility indicator, students were unable to find more than one way to solve problem. Yield and problem indicator, as presenting 45%. In the originality indicator, students solve problem reflectively around 62%, and for elaboration 75%. For discussion for future for the research include and pricing concept in the talk material and providing exercise ranging from the simple to complex problem to improve student in divergent thinking abilities during the research. Additionally, if time permit, research and advice to administer multiple text question to gain deeper insight into student different thinking ability. Thank you for.
Well, thank you very much for your presentation. Now we are going to move to our presenter, whose paper ID is 315. classroom learning experience, environment, and engagement of high school students. Sharon, Sharon, if you are there, please share your screen and start the presentation. Thank you.
Okay, can you hear my audio? Is my audio clear?
Yes, please.
All right. So good day, everyone, and mabuhay. I hope that this moment finds you well. I am sure you are ready for an engaging exploration as we dwell into the IIARP International Conference on Public Administration, Social Science, and Humanities 2024. I am Dr. Sharon F. Baez, a faculty of the Lyceum of the Philippines, University Batangas, Philippines. It is my pleasure to be here with such a diverse and esteemed audience, united by a shared curiosity and pursuit of knowledge. Today, as we set to unravel the layers of my research study entitled The Classroom Learning Experience, Environment, and Engagement of High School Students in Their Pure Online Classes. This study is a testament to the resilience, adaptability, and sustainability of our educational system, even in the midst of the challenging times. I am excited to have you on this intellectual journey with me, so let's begin. So, in the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 has brought catastrophic effects in the educational lives of more than 1 billion students in the world. Meanwhile, in the Philippines, more than 27 million of Filipino students were actually affected with these disruptions of classes, shifting from face-to-face to remote learning. The shift from face-to-face to online learning during the pandemic has created a new breed of challenges in the delivery of quality instruction to students that impact their new way of learning in the new normal. These challenges of online learning have sparked the interest of the researcher to assess classroom learning experience, environment, and engagement of the high school students during their conduct of their pure online classes. It aimed to determine the significant differences in the respondents' responses when grouped according to demographic profiles, namely years of virtual experience, platform use in virtual environment, average learning hours, and preferred delivery of instruction. Its ultimate goal is to create a structural equation model showing the relationship of classroom learning experience, environment, and engagement that can be added to the existing models and theories on classroom management. The framework of the study follow the IPO process. Input consists of assessment of students' online classroom learning experience, environment, and engagement through a hypothesized model. To be able to check the hypothesized model, a survey questionnaire was used to collect and process the data, wherein the result of the questionnaire were then used as basis in creating a structural equation model for online learning, highlighting the three aforementioned variables. Based on the literature review, the online classroom learning experience was actually shown by Bao and Tan in 2020, reiterating that online teaching and learning has positive and negative effects on teachers and students. On the other hand, Yuslinita, Sagita, and Tandon, and Ramij and Sultana in 2020 have found out an overwhelming obstacles in the teaching and learning experience of the students, including those which are connected to internet connection and students' absenteeism. Online classroom environment was seen to become a very important aspect of the teaching and learning process, both on face-to-face and online learning. The involvement of students in creating a learning expectations on online environment will allow them to become stakeholders in the learning process, encouraging an atmosphere of shared belief. Online classroom engagement, on the other hand, was actually looked into by Marfarley and Tomlinson in 2017 as a predictor of operative pedagogic strategies that was rooted to constructivism theories. It was important that teachers should give a careful attention in order to elicit the students' active engagement in class during the learning process. For ethical consideration, the researcher got an approval through the Ethics and Review Committee of the participating schools where this study was conducted. The researcher made sure that the respondents read and understood the informed consent form before they answered the questionnaire. This is to allow them to practice their data confidentiality issue and data privacy act. For the methods, the research design was followed to be descriptive research. For sampling technique, purposive sampling was used. For data gathering instrument, a self-made questionnaire was used. And for statistical treatment, multivariate statistical treatment was used for structural equation model. The following parameters are actually included in the creation of the structural equation model for the research type. For the results of the study, based on the assessment of online learning experience, we can see different parameters which are assessed by the students on course content and guidance, delivery assessment, and challenges experienced. To summarize this, the table showed that the respondents' online experience is highlighted more on the course content and guidance, which garnered the highest weighted mean of 336. This means that the respondents put importance on the way their teachers are preparing for the lessons and how they are guided clearly in their online learning journey. It is also interesting to note that even if the challenges experience is on the last rank, this means positive knowing that the respondents are experiencing less problems in their online learning, considering that majority of the statements under this category are negatively stated. In assessing the online classroom environment under the professorial concern, academic rigor, and structure, you will find out that professorial concern is the highlight of the classroom learning environment of the students, which garnered the highest weighted mean of 3.46. This only implies the invaluable role of the teachers in the online learning experience of the students, as well as in creating a positive learning environment for them. The students, on the other hand, look into the academic rigor being their last priority in the online classroom environment. Assessing the effective engagement of the students on affective, behavioral, and cognitive engagement, it was found out that students care more about their grades, they are respectful to their teachers, and they actually they ask for the opportunity to figure out their mistakes. To summarize the table, this table showed that the online classroom learning engagement of the students was highlighted with the cognitive engagement garnering the highest weighted mean of 3.28. This means that the students appreciate their class if this makes them think and are given the opportunity to think more creatively about the lessons. Lowest in rank is the affective domain, garnering the weighted mean of 2.72. This means that there is a need to improve on this domain, tapping the emotional stability of the students while attending their online classes. To ascertain whether there is a significant degree of variance, the data were subjected to the analysis of variance. Based on the computed F-value, the respondents' responses were only significantly different in terms of challenges experienced, with the p-value of 0.02, which is less than the critical value of 0.05, which means that the null hypothesis is rejected. This implies that the students varies on the kind of challenges that they experience, ranging from poor internet connection to time management. Same result was seen in terms of professorial concern with a p-value of 0.046 based on the usage of the platform used in virtual learning. This implies the importance of the teacher's technical prowess in guiding their students on the proper use of their virtual platform and how confident they are in guiding their students to navigate the different online resources available for the students to use. Meanwhile, on student classroom engagement, significant difference was seen on the affective engagement with a p-value of 0.036. It was found out that affective domain got the lowest weighted mean from the respondents compared to behavioral and cognitive. This implies that the teachers in the online learning should vary their strategies to be able to maximize the students' effective engagement in an online class. Overall, in spite of the significant difference in the aforementioned variables, we can say that there is still no significant variation on the responses of the respondents when grouped according to profile variable. A highly significant relationship, on the other hand, was seen on the three-established relationship between course content and guidance versus delivery and assessment, learning experience dimension versus classroom engagement dimensions, classroom environment dimensions versus classroom engagement dimensions, all of which get a p-value of 0.001, which is less than the critical value of 0.5, which means that the null hypothesis is rejected. This means that the students' online learning experience can be affected by how their teachers manage their class and maintain a positive online classroom environment that will result to a more engaging classroom setup. A highly significant relationship between and among the three variables were important in creating the structural equation model. You would see in your screen that this SEM shows the perfect fit based on the following computed values: the chi-square, the p-value, the root mean square error of approximation, comparative fit index, goodness of fit index. All of these computed values satisfies the acceptable fit indexes as required by their corresponding parameter for model of best fit. This further shows that in terms of classroom learning environment, academic rigor, and structures are best predictors of the respondents' affective, behavioral, and cognitive engagements. This means that any change among any dimension would have a causal effect on the student's classroom engagement. In terms of classroom learning experience, the student's
Sorry for
affective
interruption.
engagement
You have two
is
more
directly
minutes.
affected
Please be
by the
conclusive.
delivery and assessment of the course and challenges experienced by them. Lastly, the model shows that the three are dependent and affecting each other. This means that the better classroom learning environment, the better the students' engagement, which can eventually contribute to a more meaningful classroom experience for the students in the learning arena. For the conclusion, we can say that majority of the respondents agreed on the positive learning environment. In less than 2 years, they have positive learning experience in classes. There is no significant difference on the respondents, and majority of the teachers agreed that that the positive classroom environment is concerned with their well-being and has good sense of academic rigor and structures in the high level of cognitive engagement. From this we can say that the impact. Okay, sorry. Based on the structural equation model, the best predictors of improving students' engagement were students' classroom experience, specifically on course delivery and assessment and challenges experience, while on classroom environment, specifically on academic rigor and structure. The results of the study specifically on the creation of structural equation model is something novel and relevant that can be a useful addition to the body of existing knowledge and theories on classroom management and in improving students' engagement in designing a hybrid learning model in the new normal. Since online learning is here to stay, the SEM can be the basis of future scientific models for modern teaching and learning process. So in closing, as we draw the curtains on our exploration for this research study, I sincerely appreciate your undivided attention and thoughtful engagement. Together, we've navigated the complexities of online learning, shedding light on the profound implications of the new structural model that was created. As we leave this intellectual crossroad, let the insights gained today inspire further inquiry and collaborative endeavors. May we all have a safe journey until we meet again in the vast landscape of discovery. To God be the highest glory, and God bless us all. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this last presentation in the online session. And now we are open for the Q&A session. If you have noted your questions, your suggestion, you can ask it now, and the questions are not only limited to the sessions. You can ask any question related to this conference, related to the publications, related to anything else. So please proceed, and the online participant, you can raise your hands, and the on-site participants, you can ask your question from the online participants as well as the on-site participants. And I will request every online participants, please open your cameras if it's suitable for you. Thank you. And Dr. Lampai, can you just open the camera and show us the room?
Oh no, delete back. I have to delete back.
Yes, please. And two more online participants. Zhang Yuqiao, can you please open your camera?
I'm here.
Yeah, please open your camera. Thank you so much.
I I can open my camera. Okay, okay.
Yeah, okay, it's good. It's good. Okay, we are open for the Q&A session. If anyone have any question, any suggestion, we are open now.
Okay, can we have some questions? You hear me? I don't know this microphone. Okay. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
You need to turn off the other ones.
Okay.
So, any question?
Yes, I think it was asking someone to
It's echoing. So you need to close one. I think there are more than two or more than one computer, more than one system open on the Zoom.
So we got no echo now.
Can you hear us, sir? Hello?
Yes. Dr. Lamp, I will attend your question on the venue.
Yes, we have a question.
Okay. Can you hear us? Hello?
Yes, it's very good now.
Okay.
I got some question to the some presenter from maybe from the first or before woman. Okay. I from the presentation what do you mean by the educators in your study and what level of your students of your study?
Okay. So what we meant by educators is us. Actually, we're faculty members from National University Philippines, and we're teaching college students in the Philippines. So we wanted to change or do something regarding our syllabus so that we can adjust with the changes with the educational requirements of the students nowadays, because there are certain effects of COVID with our cognitive um, with our cognitive requirements, right? Not only us but also our students. So we have to adjust with that requirement so that we can provide better education to them.
Okay, the college student or how many school student?
Sorry, the private or
The college student?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Our school, National University, is
Okay.
college.
Yeah.
We are basically college in architecture.
Okay.
So that's why it's a big leap for us after the COVID-19. We need to have development because some of the kids usually goes online, and then when they go on face to face, of course us we probably noticed that the discrepancy between the work of those students that they the work that they submitted during pre-pandemic and post-pandemic, there's a big discrepancy. So in terms of design, intellectual skills, writing skills, there's a very, very big discrepancy. They don't, for example, I'm going to give you a certain example in terms of research. They don't know how to do research anymore. They don't know how to speak anymore because they're very much reliant to internet that they can click, copy, paste, and then present it online without knowing or doing manual research, yes. No, they don't know how to do manual interaction. They can only do it online, right? So they have problems with their cognitive skills. There's a big, very, very big discrepancy that we have to do something about it. So we're proposing this for our college, but we can always expand it for a worldwide research that everyone can use.
Okay.
Our target, especially our students, is actually from third year to fourth year because their first 2 years of being in architecture, that is more the basic educations about architecture, like drafting skills. We have to teach them how to draw, how to speak, how to solve problems, especially understand the different design problems that we give them. The problem is between the 2 years of being in a lockdown, they don't know how to ask questions regarding the basics of architecture, basic education about architecture. So that's the time. There's a very, very gap between the pre-pandemic and also to the post-pandemic because the difference is their drafting skills. It's really bad. Even though they are now in the third year, they are actually 2 years from now. They're going to graduate and will have they will continue to work, and that's a big difference. You cannot go further if the gap will not be narrow it. We have to narrow the gap.
Okay. And how about the situation in Philippines now? You guys, the students have to join us on site.
Right now, because of the heat index, because the heat index in the Philippines is very, very high, and it has impact again to them. So we shift on site to another online for a couple of weeks so far. So again, from online to from online we go back to on site, and then on site we go back again to online, and it's really, really difficult for not only for the student but also for our part educators, because some of our educators are not techy enough to experience all those like MS Teams. They don't know how to operate it. So there's really a big difference, not only about the students but also to the educators.
Okay, thank you for the answer. And how about the 26 years old guy?
Okay.
You told in your presentation you presented the indicators of critical thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how can you get that from? In the literature, you presented the indicators. Yeah.
From the literature.
It's for a friend who is biology teacher, so it's for a student in my country. I need to enhance the critical thinking in them. So we are not, we're using lesson study as an approach. Yeah, lesson study means the collaborative study. So if you see the class situation is the lecture only be the facts and literature, but this true the true teacher, the true lecturer who deliver the message, who deliver the content of the methodology of research it's also come from the students. Yeah, we share with each other. There is a student act like a lecturer, and then there is a student still being a student, and bring we being together and we together learn each other by using lesson study approach. But to ensure that critical thinking skills we can achieve it, we combine problem-based learning model with lesson study to ensure two things. First, to ensure the critical thinking skill of the prior surface biology teacher, and the second one is to ensure the professionalism aspect of the prior surface biology teacher to attend the the work capabilities in the future.
Okay, thank you. I think physical thinking is not only important for all subjects.
Yes.
Okay, thank you from and my colleague finished from Mapua Uni.
Oh, yeah.
My colleague work together.
What's his name? In what college?
He finished from the Mapua Uni in the field of supply chain, logistics supply chain.
Oh.
I think it's done. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I think they are fixing the banner.
Thank you.
Okay, so is there any other question or other suggestions for the online participants?
那等一下的事。现在结束了吗？拍到了。
We want to take a picture.
Yes.
We can go 拍个照吗？
可以。
Later, we can do it. Later.
Now?
No, later.
Later. 等一下。
I think for us here, I think no more questions.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Distribute.
Okay, sorry, wait for the ceremony. So any other question regarding the conference, regarding the publication or anything else you want to ask, I'm available now. And later we will proceed to the certificate distribution ceremony. And here in the chat box, I'm sharing my WhatsApp number. You can add this WhatsApp number and you will find it very beneficial for the upcoming activities, publication, and many more other events. That's quite important for you, I think, to develop a network with other scholars and to avail other different opportunities such as publication, workshops, and many more things. So here I shared my WhatsApp number. If you add this number, I can add you to the group and you will be added with me and I will inform you regarding upcoming academic activities and academic events. Can you see the number on the screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
No, I mean in the chat box.
Pardon?
Chat box, yes.
Chat box, yes. Oh, yes, everyone see your phone number in chat.
Please, everyone add this number, and I hope you will find it good for you.
You can him number, WhatsApp number.
Yeah.
Number, yeah. Everyone got your number.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Any other question you can ask, including the online participants? I think we have two. And uh, I received the information from Dr. Lampai and from our session chair, Professor Dr. Mike Ali. And here I am announcing the name from the on-site presenter who is considered to be the best paper is 206, and the presenter was the presenter is Dr. Lampao Joanny. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name.
Oh, yes.
And the online presenter, the best paper is 315. 315. The name is Dr. Sharon uh, if Weiss, sorry, I'm mispronouncing your name. So this is the online best paper. You will get your certificates through your email and the on-site presenter. Now we can proceed to the online to the distribution ceremony. But before that, I'm inviting our session chair to have his remarks regarding both session, online and offline session. So, Professor Mike, can you hear me?
Hello, I just would like to ask a question.
Professor Mike, are you there? Hello?
Can you hear me? Can
Hello?
you hear me?
It's very slow.
Okay, so can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better now.
Okay, thank you very much. All the presenters have been on. I hope the participants of ritual was very very much for the
So
I'm
it's
sorry.
very slow anyway.
Yes, sir? No?
It's very slow.
Okay, so I can now. Yeah, thank you very much to all the presenters for their time and effort and active contributions. So I hope the participants of today's conference enjoy a lot of our today's lecture. It was a really good experience. All of you, thank you so much for participating in all the presenters. Have very good recent ideas and activity effort. All the papers they were supported by research, technology, and skills needed in every ministry. Now we are open for a Q&A session. If you still have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you so much. And Sharon, I see you have a raised hand. Any question?
Yes, I would like to ask this question because I actually was transferred from the Manila May 23rd conference to this conference because it was mentioned that there are only very few papers which were submitted for that conference that I'm supposed to be attending. So I just would like to know because I actually paid for supposedly a face-to-face presentation of the conference, which was supposed to be held in Manila. But then because there was no that because it will not push through, I was transferred to this conference. Now the question is, in that Manila conference, the payment or the fee for face-to-face and online presentations are different. So I've been asking through email if there is a change in the fee so that I can choose a better publication options that Globento is offering. Because you have different kinds of publication for different prices for different journals. Like for the Google Scholar, there was actually a different price for that in that conference that I attended. So since it was actually the organization's decision to transfer me from that conference to this conference, does that mean that I have the opportunity to choose and to get, for example, a refund that an online conference presentation would have compared to a face-to-face conference? Did you?
Thank you. Thank you so much for the clarification. You will, as an on-site participant, you will receive
Yes.
all the documents via post, via courier. So everything will be in printed form. We will send to your address you provided, and that's equal to on-site presentation. And we will also consider you as on-site participant, and all the related criteria will be applied to your case. And if you have more questions regarding publication, you can add my WhatsApp. I think you are already added, and you
Yeah,
can
I'm
ask
already on
questions.
WhatsApp.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking
So
that how long would the processing be and how much would, because it was also related in the conference for the Manila conference, the fees for certain thing, but it was within a range, a certain range, but not specifically how much would it cost exactly. So I was thinking if it's goes, thank you for the considerations that it is considered to be still an on-site, even if I present it online. However, with regards to the certificate of today, I just would like to clarify, if I'm going to be considered as an on-site presenter, I will be given a certificate for the best presenter for an online presentation. Would it not be in conflict with the certificate that I'm going to get, considering that you said that I will be considered as an on-site presenter?
no, there is no difference. There is
Okay.
no difference in the certificate. There is no mention of the on-site or online. You will
I
get
see.
it is the same as the on-site
I
present.
see. So because
Yeah.
I got a little bit confused with that, considering that a while ago it was mentioned that I was chosen as the best online presenter, and yet I will be considered as an on-site presenter. So it was
Yeah,
just
this will
a
be the
little bit
same, and you
confusing.
will get it in the printed form.
I see. Will I also get a certain certificate for the publication, and how long would we wait for the publication? Because I already submitted my full paper. I just need to
So
a
you
little bit
submitted the
lower
paper
down.
for which journal?
Publication.
For which option?
At first, I opted for the Google Scholar. However, I was thinking if you will give me considerations for a certain discount, if I can publish it for a Q1, Q2, or Q3 Scopus Index publication journals.
So I think everything is clear in the guideline you received, that which option has which
Yeah.
fee, and all other things are mentioned. But still, if you have confusion, you can ask us, and my publication team, because I'm just responsible for conferencing, so my
Okay.
publication department will respond you with all the clarifications.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we can proceed to the certificates distribution ceremony and on the venue. And Dr. Lampai, can you please initiate date, and please give the mobile phone to one of the participants. They can take some good pictures for us. Can you please just turn the camera toward the banner side, that I can also see the situation? Thank you. It's hanged. Yeah, it's good. Please. Yeah, it's good. It's now the full scene. Yeah, it's good. I think there is a bit lighting in the background. If you can just like turn off the light, maybe it will affect the picture quality. The online participant, sorry for keeping you here to see. If you want to leave, you can leave, and it's already done. Yeah.
It's all right. We'll be getting our certificates in anyways, right? It will be sent to us, the hard copy, or
Yes.
will it be an e-copy?
Yeah.
Hard or e-copy?
Hard, and hard copies, you will receive it in via post. You will receive it soon. We will, I think our department, publication department, already issued it, your address. Dr. Lampai, can you hear me? Dr. Lampai? Dr. Lampai, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Okay, so I think it's done, already done. The ceremony is done, and you can take them to the lunch.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So I think it's done. The ceremony is done, and please take them to the lunch. And
Yes.
yeah, it's all.
I'm doing that, and they are going to have lunch with
Yeah.
the Humanities.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's say bye-bye to each other, and see you in the next conference, in the next event.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Wait, last question, sorry. Will I also
Okay,
get
last
certificate?
question. Last
Sorry, will I
question.
also get the certificate for the presentation, for the best presentation award, or no? Should
Yeah,
I,
you
or
will
just
get
the
it. You will
presentation?
get it in
Okay.
the hard copy. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.